Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Peace, family. This is your brother, Mr. Holipsism. Making this video. This is probably going to be my last video of 2016. I don't think we're going to upload anything else. Trying to get all the people from the other YouTube channel, because like when I got this channel suspended, I created another YouTube channel, and I got about, let's say about 1,500 subscribers on that channel. So I'm trying to get them to come over to the new channel, so I can consolidate all my subscribers in one place, because that other channel is inactive. The link to that channel is in the links on the top of my YouTube channel on this current YouTube page. So if you know anybody that was a part of, I've been looking for, because a lot of people have been looking for me and they haven't been able to find me. Just let them know that this is my active channel. The other channel is inactive. But the video I wanted to do to end the year with, and since this is going to be my last video for the year, I wanted to make it count. And I wanted to basically make a video that sort of summarizes what all my videos have been about for this past year, 2016. And the general theme is the title of this video. Where there is no vision, the people perish. And I think one of the biggest problems in the cultural conscious community is that I don't think people take our situation seriously. I think that a lot of people, and I'm going to blame the viewers and the listeners for this. A lot of us want to be entertained, and we look at whatever's going on in the so-called cultural conscious community as entertainment. And this was never, I remember, I forget when it happened. This must have been like a year or two ago, but this was after I had lost my channel. And I came back and I created the other channel. And somebody, one of the guys, made a comment. He said, "Oh, you said Mr. Holipsism. I didn't know you were still relevant." And I'm like, well, first of all, nigga, I'm gonna always be relevant because I'm gonna be relevant to me. And the mere fact that you making an issue about relevance is, what do you mean? I'm not entertaining you anymore, or like what? You miss me making you laugh? Like, what exactly does relevant mean within the context of nationhood, the context of black empowerment? What does that mean? Because for me, it means either you're relevant to us getting land, infrastructure, nationhood, and getting our own independent nation state, or you're not relevant to that. That's what relevance means to me. But for him, I think it meant at some point I was in the mix of these personalities and voices talking about what we have to do as a people. And when I fell out of that mix, then I guess I ceased to become relevant. Then that means you're looking at all of these channels as entertainment. And you're the problem, not the people that's producing the content. They're a symptom of the problem. You're the problem. Because instead of taking this seriously, this situation that our people are in seriously, you would think after the election of Donald Trump, we would even take it more serious. But this is all just fun and games for a lot of people. This is all just laughs and giggles. But for the people that are serious, and those are the people that I'm addressing, I want you to do this. If there's a conscious community personality that you like or that you love or that you can't get enough of and that you're a fanboy, a fangirl from, I want you to ask them this question. Just ask this simple question to them. What is the end game for black people here in America? I don't care who it is that you follow, who it is that you're entertained by, who it is that you like, but I want you to ask them that question and I want you to put their feet to the fire. I want you to make them answer it. What is their end game for black people here in America? And I'm very curious to find out what the answer is going to be. Now, do you want to ask me that question? Because I'll answer it. I'll answer you straight up. What I feel the end game should be for black people in America is to establish a base of operations outside of America. Now, even though I've said this a trillion times, I'll say it a trillion one times. It doesn't mean that all 44 million black people have to pick up and get on a boat or a plane or whatever and go to Africa. But what it does mean is that the established leadership and representation here in America should all be on the same page in terms of establishing a base somewhere else. In other words, as my good friend Minister Dawood said that his father said to him, Israel for niggas. Israel is not in New York City. Israel is not in California. Israel is not in the Rust Belt. Israel is outside of America. Yet Jews still live in America. Amazing, huh? It's amazing how that dynamic can occur for someone else and it's totally acceptable and understandable. But when black folks talk about doing it, it's fairy dust, it's fantasy. But yeah, that's my answer. Establishing a base of operations outside of America. And anything else outside of that base will be a satellite nation. So we can be here in America as a satellite nation, but we have an option. We have a plan B. And the plan B is our base of operations. We can stay here in America and do business and get direct trade from our nation and buy and sell to everyone here and produce millionaires and billionaires here in America. Or we can bring our talents and our skills over to our home base, our base of operations, and help build that up, sort of like the Jews do with Israel. Jews in America have no problem contributing to a fund to help Israel. And they're not having this stupid argument that we're having. Uh, how you gonna put your money over in Israel when we have shit going on right here? Well, the reason why you got shit going on right here is because you ain't got no plan B. You don't have no other options. You're at the mercy of your fucking enemy, which is what you prefer. Since when we come to you with the option of establishing something somewhere else, you got a big fucking problem with it. So, what I would ask for all of those people who are serious, for all those people who know the serious condition that we are in, the context, the social, economical, and political context that we're living in, and the dire straits we are in as a people collectively, ask whoever you respect, whoever you look up to, whoever you think is keeping the realist, ask them, what is the end game for black people here in America? Now, once they give you the answer, and they're going to tap dance, of course, because that's what they do. But if their answer has nothing to do with establishing a base outside of America, then I'm sorry to say this, and I know it may hurt for you to hear it. The person that you love and respect and look up to is a blithering idiot, is a fool. And I know you're going to hate hearing this even more. If you're following them, what the fuck do you think that makes you? So that's it. That's my overarching message for 2016 that we can carry into 2017. What is the vision for our people? What is our vision for the future? If you're not asking your representatives, your leaders, your entertainers, your people that you look up to these questions, then basically you're just a fanboy and a fangirl just following somebody around. You're like a stalker. What's the purpose of a stalker? The purpose of a stalker is to stalk, to just be in the presence of or be around this person that they are infatuated with. That means that you're out of the nationhood discussion. So that answers that question. But if you are one of these people that actually look to these people for information, and you're actually concerned about the whole, and actually concerned about the collective, and concerned about our plight, our situation, our social, economic, and political context, then when you ask these people that question and they can't give you an answer, or they want to keep all our eggs in this American basket, I'm going to appeal to your personal intelligence, your personal integrity, your personal values, and your intelligence and your wisdom to make the decision about whether or not you should continue following these people, or whether or not you should get with people of like mind who want the same thing that you want and who are not trying to be your leader. They're trying to work with you and work with other people to make sure that we establish a base of operations outside of this country and establish a future for our people. Because if anybody wants to keep you tied to America, they're basically telling you, you can't have a future. Your future is tied to white people. The white man's a joker, you're Batman, and you two are going to be, or he's the devil and you're God, whatever analogy you want to use, and you're just going to be in continued conflict and strife forever. You will never have any peace. Because that's the message of a lot of these people. Some of them are conscious of it and some of them are not. Some of them won't actually admit it. They don't know what they're admitting when they admit it, but they'll admit it to you. White supremacy is global. You can't go nowhere because white man is going to be wherever you go. If you go to Mars, he's going to be there in Mars with you. You can't escape the white man. That's the message of a coward. So you have to make a personal decision. Do you want to follow cowards? Or do you want a nation in a social, economic, and political context of your own? Because where there is no vision, the people perish. And I'm not a Christian and I'm not a Bible person, but those of you who are know where I got that verse from or that part of that verse. So you got to make a decision. Do you want to continue to be entertained? Do you want to continue to follow clowns? Or do you want to follow principles? And on that note, I can't say I love you all because I don't. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. I don't love people that's presenting themselves as a roadblock to nationhood. I don't love you. And matter of fact, I hate your guts. But for those who actually have love for their people, and for those who want to see their people in a better place and want to see our children have a bright future, or the prospects of being able to live free finally, because a lot of our people, especially people closest to us from the generation before mine, died without knowing what it's like to be free. And maybe it's just me, but I figured anybody who had an older person, or parent or grandparent who died in this country as a second and third class citizen, never knowing what it's like to have anything of their own or to be free, I would imagine that you wouldn't want that for your children or your grandchildren or our future children. So those are the people that this video is dedicated to. To the trolls, fuck you. I don't give a shit what your new year is like. It's probably going to be like the old year was. You getting no pussy and in the basement. But to the people that I love, things are looking up. The BAIO is growing every day. We're getting ready to have an event in New York, and that event is going to be um, duplicated and replicated throughout the country. We're going to have it in different states. And the beautiful part about it is we're not asking for money from anybody. All we're asking you for you to do is to sign up to the BAIO at Ning site. Let us know what state you're in. And slowly but surely, we're going to start connecting the dots. We're going to start connecting everybody in your state to you. And then once we connect all of those people in your state, you can start up a local chapter or state chapter. And we're going to start bringing this stuff together slowly. So far, New York and Atlanta has the most people. So all you other states, you need to catch up. But anyway, um, have a happy 2017. I know 2016 wasn't good for a lot of people, but at least it's over. And with each new year brings new possibilities. And I'm going to leave you on that note. Peace.